Yes guys, welcome back to our channel.
In this week's video, we're going to be discussing the race for the top four.
Or the not so race to the top
Bit
four.
of a slow race.
But before we do, smash the fucking subscribe button.
Go
do
on,
it.
Hit it.
Hit it.
Hit
Go
it.
on.
Right, so the race for the top four. Realistically, we're talking about four teams here. You've got Arsenal, Manchester United, Chelsea, and Tottenham. Let's go into the Tottenham West Ham game to start with. Not much to say on it, obviously, but that celebration, what was all that about?
Religious celebration. I love Mkhitaryan.
It was a good goal, to be fair. They were the better team for large parts of that game. So.
Oh man, West Ham was such a hit and miss type of team, and like when they turned up at Old Trafford, they were class for that whole game, and they deserved something from the game, which they deserved more than what they actually did get. They didn't deserve the draw. But Tottenham, obviously, they're in the race for the top four. They're sitting pretty in third place at the moment. I personally don't feel they actually have much to worry about in regards to losing the top four. I can't see them finishing fifth or sixth.
No, personally, I think they'll finish third. I don't think they're going to drop down from there. I think that's where they'll stay, and they should be happy with it, to be honest. But felt a bit sorry for them the other night, being their first goal scored at their new ground, first loss at the new ground. She didn't show up, and Son didn't really look anywhere near his best, but they got big games to come still. Still got a lot to play for.
Do you think that they had one eye on the Ajax game?
Yeah, I think it's going to be in the back of their heads. It's massive for them, massive for the club. All the supporters probably have in the back of their heads. Like we said, top four realistically is there for them. It's not really. It'd be very rare if they drop out of that now. They'd have to lose both the games, and the teams around them will have to win their last two as well. So chances of that extremely slim. So yeah, your focus should be on the Champions League, in my opinion.
No, yeah, I'd 100% have my focus on him, but the fact Son still played, and the best thing that you can do is win games before you go into a crucial game. You don't want to be coming back with a loss, because you need to get in your habit of winning. And Ajax are doing that in the Eredivisie.
Yeah.
So the best practice would have been to win that game, but like you said, if we're doing the race to top four, I think they're more than there than that one. They've got.
I'll agree.
Don't think we need to touch too much on Tottenham, really.
No, exactly. Like we said, for me, they're finishing third, and that's that.
Yeah.
Right, let's move on to the next.
Arsenal Leicester at the King Power Stadium.
Arsenal fucking shit. Don't get me wrong. 3 games, conceded 9 goals. Can't buy a win on the road at the minute. It's absolutely a joke.
Man, they do not deserve top four. They do not deserve. They're shocking away from home. They're shocking. Their away record is embarrassing. They've lost. Well, they've never kept a clean sheet this season away from home. And like you said, they've lost 4 of their last 5. They're not top 4 team. They're not going to add anything to the Champions League if they get there anyway. They don't deserve to be there.
No, if you're in the race for top 4, you can't go to Palace, concede 3. Go to Wolves, concede 3.
They conceded. They lost at home to Palace, didn't they? They lost home to Palace.
Exactly,
conceded 3 at home. Lost, obviously, conceded 3 away at Molineux, and then conceded 3. Lost 3-0, embarrassingly.
3 goes to each of them teams.
Yeah, exactly. They're not top.
You can't say you're a top 4 and then be conceding that sort of
goals.
They
don't deserve that accolade to be top 4. No. They're embarrassing. They are embarrassing. And like Maitland-Niles, obviously in this game got red carded. It kind of changed the game a little bit. The first yellow card was a little bit soft, but it was still they've been given. And the second one, it was just late on the follow through. He deserved to be red carded, and it kind of changed the game a little bit. But Arsenal still, they weren't in that game at all. They were getting peppered by Leicester. And Leicester are a good team, but they were getting peppered by Leicester. They don't deserve it. Like, honestly, I don't.
You would think going forward as well, the games they've got left, they're going to struggle to pick up points in them as well. So for me, their only hope is the Europa League. Yeah. They need to win the Europa League to get Champions League football next year. If they don't, then they're going to settle for the Europa League again.
And Valencia are a good side.
They're a good side.
I see them against
It won't be easy for them. If they play the way they have been in their last 3 games, Valencia, I'd put them to walk it.
Do you think the only thing that does go in Arsenal's favour is their being a good Europa League side? They went away to Napoli and they beat Napoli away from home. They are no
easy feat, is it? To be fair.
No, exactly. They are a good Europa League side, so that is their best. That's going to be their best, like you said.
Their hope. Their hope. Champions League, yeah.
Exactly, but oh my God, they need a massive turnaround of.
You could argue that all the teams that are in the race for top 4, and none of them are performing to what they should be. But as an Arsenal fan, you just got to have your hands on your head at the minute, watching them games, thinking, "What the fuck is going on here?"
They're just so lucky. Well, Chelsea, Man United, and Arsenal all so lucky that they're all so shit.
Yeah, and they're all losing.
Yeah,
and nobody's changing position.
Yeah, exactly. So the only thing they're annoyed about is that they're running out of games. They're running out of games. There's 2 games left.
By the looks of it.
Yeah,
so.
There's 2 games left, but Arsenal really need to butt their ideas up. But they're not getting top 4. They're not getting top 4 for me personally. They're not good enough.
I fully
don't
agree.
deserve
They
it.
won't finish top 4. Their only hope, like we said, would be the Europa League. But for me, I'm putting Chelsea to win that.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, that's that. Arsenal is shit. You heard it here. You probably know it already.
Useless.
But anyway, let's crack on to the next. Right, so moving on. Last game for the video, we got Man U against Chelsea. What do you think?
Well, it was an okay game, wasn't it? It was. I kind of didn't expect Man United to win the game just from how badly they've been playing anyway. But then Chelsea have been also rubbish, so it kind of makes it a fair result, being 1 each. I'm glad Mata got a goal, and I love the fact that what's his name, Lukaku just shoved blooming
Aspilicueta into the stands.
Yeah,
took out a cameraman on his way.
I love that. It just shows a little bit of there is a little bit of fight left in this Man United side. It still shows they are fighting for the crest. Just that little bit of get off me. I don't care who you are. I don't care if I used to play for the Chelsea. Who gives a shit really? That's what it kind of shows you. That's why crowds like that type of.
Yeah, it showed none of them is Chelsea anymore.
Yeah, and he actually had a good game, didn't he?
He did. Probably the best United player on the pitch for most parts of that game. I do feel I'm massively biased being a United fan, but United didn't really have a bad game. They started the game well.
Yeah.
They grew into it quite well. Chelsea looked on the back foot for most of the first half. They got the goal, and then that fucking huge blunder by David De Gea. But it's a tough one, isn't it? We've had many conversations about this over the last couple of weeks. What do you do with De Gea at the moment? So, what would you do?
You can't drop him. You can't drop him. The only thing, if you drop him, it's got to be his choice. He's got to come to the gaffer and say, "Boss, not feeling it. Not feeling like I'm 100% at the moment. Can I have the last 2 games off because I don't feel like I can support the team as well as I have been." It's down to him. Yeah. I don't think you can drop him. I don't think you can go, "Oh, you're not playing well today." He's saved them. He's been playing the season 4 or 5 seasons in a row. You can't drop that guy. So I reckon it's down to David De Gea. Maybe Ollie's got to go to David and just say, have a conversation man to man, say, "Look, mate, you're my number 1. We're not going to drop you, but do you think it's wise you playing these next 2 games? It's up to you. Whatever you feel, we'll stick with you." That's how I'm fine. So then when it comes out in the press or whatever, if it does come out, they said that Man United release a statement saying, or they speak to the press, David De Gea has made this decision all himself. We've given it to him. You choose if you play. The only thing is, if they do that, is that saying he's above the club where he's making the decisions?
No, I disagree. I think, like, you hit the nail on the head when you said, they're both men. They can have a mature conversation to sit down and say, "Look at your last couple of games, the mistakes that you've made. I've still got 100% confidence in you. You're my number 1. You will be going forward. How do you feel about the next 2 games? Or do you think it's wise for you to have a couple of games break, get Romero in?" United are lucky in the fact that Romero's the best number 2 in the league by far. If De Gea was to leave, in my opinion, Romero would just become the number 1 anyway. So it's not like we're going to be losing out massively on quality and goal because he's a great keeper. But I do
feel that obviously if David De Gea goes, he's the best goalkeeper in Europe.
If he was to leave,
you are missing quality, like you said.
Yeah,
but Romero is the best number 2.
Yeah, and you could say over the last couple of games where he has made them mistakes, there's likeliness is Romero wouldn't have made them, but he's just going through a slump, and I think he just needs to make a decision himself where he wants to play him. If he plays them and he has great games, and there's no more mistakes and he can put it behind him, that's great. My worry would be if Ollie dropped him and put Romero in, then that might give him the hump because he might think, I've done my service for United, I've put everything on the line from the last couple of years, and I have been a great attribute and probably their best player for the last couple of years, which I'd fully agree with. But on the other hand, if he doesn't and he does make more mistakes, it's only so long that the fans will stay off his back because they adore him. But it will come a time where they start getting on his back, and then the danger of that will be is he going to get the ump? Like, I've done all this for them and they've got the ump with me, which then could fuel him leaving, which is the last thing any United fan wants.
No, exactly. I think
at all. So it's a tricky one. I think
it is a tricky situation, and it's another task Ollie's got to face. It's
Exactly.
another one. It's another one. But like I said, I think hopefully they'll just come out to it as man. Look, mate, you're my number one. Do you want to play in goal for the next couple of games? You're not having the best. You would obviously say you're not having your best period as a professional goalkeeper at the moment. So what do you want? Do you want an early break? Oh, I'll play Romero for the last couple of days, but you still are my number one. It's down to you. I think that's what he's got to do.
exactly, yeah. And what the press want to make of it, they can make of it because they're going to put their twist on anything that happens anyway. So for me, that's irrelevant. He's a fully grown man, De Gea, and he knows his performances at the moment aren't up to scratch, and he probably sets a high enough standard for himself to know he's well below par. And you got to feel sorry for bloke, but everybody goes for it, so it is what it is. But back to the game, I think Chelsea, in my opinion, didn't deserve a draw. They got the draw. United got the first goal. Like you said, it's great to see Mata score. What a flick by Lukaku.
Yeah.
Dinker with the top, beautiful.
Yeah, lovely.
But realistically, the chase for top four it's a tough one for United. Do you think?
I don't think United are in the chase for top four anymore. I think they're out just because there's 3 points between them and Chelsea and 2 games to go. I don't think Chelsea are going to give away 3. I don't think you're going to. Well, it's 3 points plus the goal difference. So basically, you have to win both your games, which I do feel you'll do. But Chelsea have to. They have to not win. Yeah, they have to not win both those games, and I can see them win at least one of them.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think obviously I'm hopeful because I'm a United fan, but I do think Chelsea have got Watford, who are a great side, and have done it against the big teams this season, and then they've got Leicester, which we've seen from this weekend are looking immense at the moment under Rodgers. So I realistically could see Watford taking a point off Chelsea, getting a point from a game, and then Leicester I could even see them beating Chelsea, to be honest, the way Chelsea are playing. So, and let's not miss out the fact that they've got the Europa League to keep in mind as well, which would be on their brains. Best case scenario would be United get 4th, and then Chelsea just go and win the Europa League and qualify that way. That's what I'm hoping for.
That's what we think. I don't think Chelsea. I think the top 4 is going to finish Tottenham, Chelsea in the top 4, with obviously Man City and Liverpool taking the top 2 places. That's what I think.
I'm going to go for City, Liverpool, Spurs, and then United. Chelsea finish 5th. To draw against Watford, and then to lose on the last game of the season to Leicester.
Let us know what you think and hit the subscribe button.
Just hit it.
Hit it. Come on. More content every single week. Reacting to everything around football universe. Come on, get involved. Let us know what you think.
Thanks for watching.
See you later, mate. Bye.